The posterior tibial artery is one of the terminal branches of the popliteal artery. It begins at the level of the lower border of the popliteus muscle and passes downward between superficial and deep groups of the calf muscles. It lies under the deep transverse fascia of the leg, on the posterior surface of the tibialis posterior muscle above, and on the posterior surface of the tibia below. In the lower part of the leg, the artery passes behind the medial malleolus, covered by skin and fascia, and may be easily palpated here. It terminates by dividing into medial and lateral plantar arteries, which supply the sole. The branches of the posterior tibial artery on the leg are the muscular branches, which are numerous and supply the muscles of the posterior compartment of the leg, the nutrient artery to the tibia, the peroneal artery, the circumflex fibular artery, and the posterior medial malleolar artery. The peroneal artery is the largest one. It arises close to the origin of the posterior tibial artery. Then it descends behind the fibula, either within the substance of the flexor hallucis longus muscle or posterior to it. The peroneal artery gives off numerous muscular branches and a nutrient artery to the fibula and muscle of the lateral compartment of the leg, and ends by taking part in anastomosis around the ankle joint. A perforating branch of the peroneal artery pierces the interosseous membrane in the lower part of it to reach the anterior compartment and to anastomose with the anterior tibial artery. The anterior tibial artery is the smaller of the terminal branches of the popliteal artery. It passes forward into the anterior compartment of the leg through an opening in the upper part of the interosseous membrane. Then it descends on the anterior surface of the interosseous membrane, accompanied by the deep peroneal nerve. In the upper part of its course, it lies deep beneath the muscles of the compartment, supplying numerous branches to them. In the lower part of its course, it lies superficial, in front of the lower end of the tibia. Having passed behind the superior extensor retinaculum, it has the tendon of extensor hallucis longus on its medial side, and the deep peroneal nerve and the tendon of extensor digitorum longus on its lateral side. Here, its pulsation can be easily felt in the living subject. In front of the ankle joint, artery gives rise to an anterior medial malleolar artery and an anterior lateral malleolar artery, which goes around the ankle joint and make them anastomosis with the same named arteries from the tibial and peroneal artery. Then anterior tibial artery becomes the dorsalis pedis artery.